Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first info session of the Pre-Entrepreneurship School. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video and for just being interested to learn about this program through this school that I'm planning on launching next month, February 2021. And I just give you background. I started this because, through my experience, meeting entrepreneurs and learning a lot of entrepreneurial theories that I've been exposed to at Babson College, which is where I did my MBA and my Masters of Science in Finance from 2017 to 2020. Just were kind of a summary of what I felt is important for people to know before they get into entrepreneurship, or most importantly, start a company or an exciting project that are really, really maybe passionate about, or something that they just want to try out. And I felt that with the handbooks that I created, it can be a very it can provide some context to what entrepreneurship is and how to develop the right mindset in order to build a successful company, or give you some background of what it means to actually launch a company. So I hope this is something that can resonate with you. I hope this is something that will bring true value. And I hope this is something that you'll be able to, sometime in the future, apply it to yourself, and also kind of build a good understanding of what entrepreneurship is. And I think that is something that most programs or most, institutions, academic institutions, don't really focus on, like, how can we, prior to even get into the context of entrepreneurship, what are the basics of what people need to know in order to before they even get into building a company or starting a business. So I hope this will be invaluable, and moving forward, I hope that you guys can check out this presentation will be posted on my YouTube channel, and I'll also have follow-up informational sessions that will bring much value. I hope you bring much value to most of you guys as you guys are thinking of what this pre-entrepreneurship program is about, pre-entrepreneurship school is about, and the program that will start in next February. So I'll just go into some slides that hopefully give some context to what I'm trying to do here. And if you have any questions, you can follow up with me. I have a website, jacobfortum.net, where you actually have the handbooks for free, and you can actually reach out to me there. There's a contact form there, but you can also set up an appointment, and it would just be a one-on-one. I can go through that with you personally, and you can also send me an email. I think the contact form will probably definitely has my email, so you can actually reach out to me there, and I think that would also be easier. And so yeah, I'm excited, and I'll just go right into the presentation just to save time and make sure that I can be able to just get right into it. So just for context, let's put this one out of the way. So primarily, the whole idea of this is, we don't have to rush into entrepreneurship. We actually have to hopefully have the right mindset to get into entrepreneurship, right? And I felt this strongly because when I started my first company in 2017, which is kind of dormant now, I pretty much was just really excited, because sometimes you're excited about something and you launch it, but there's this the mundane work that you really have to really get it, you get that well, just understanding who your co-founder is, understanding the essence of just being disciplined and consistent, that fundamentally it has to be something that you have to know hopefully you have to know before you start the company. And also just understand your market space or what you're building, and whether you have the right skill sets and you have the right um, you know um, the right experience to actually get into that. And throughout um, these handbooks that I made, the handbook 1 and handbook 2, is to prepare you mentally of what it takes to actually build a business. It's very broad, and I know some industries are different, and some startups doesn't necessarily need all of that, but hopefully it gives an indication of what are the things that you should be thinking about. Hopefully it should not discourage you, but it should give you like a sense of what you need in order um, to start a business. And I personally felt like this is something that I could have uh, known before I actually got into the company I started in 2017, which was a venture fund. And we didn't raise money, but that experience taught me a lot. And some of the things I'm sharing with you guys today is to uh, hopefully, uh, provide accumulation of what I learned from 2017 to now, in which at that time, so I also started like, several other businesses with some setbacks, but some reasonable milestones that I hope that is helpful to you as we go through this presentation. So this school, and within the school have the program, we'll go through 20 principles within the Pre-Entrepreneurship Handbook, and you can find these handbooks on my website. It's just my name, jacobfortune.net, and we will be able to go through them in details through some workbooks that is within the handbooks. And as a group, 20 spots available through the school. We'll split ourselves into groups and be able to work through that more detailed on a more detailed fashion here on the Zoom platform. So it'll be very exciting, and hopefully you guys will be able to benefit a lot just through that networking, and also being able to go through these handbooks together. So as I said earlier, so my experience has been, something that I've really been humbled and fortunate about is, I've been lucky enough, to travel, to Latin America, Peru, to back to my home continent of countries, specifically Uganda, and to some Asian countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Taiwan, South Korea, China. And through that, I've been able to meet startups of different sizes, of different industries, and entrepreneurs, incredible entrepreneurs who are doing some really great work in your specific countries. And I've learned a lot from them. And part of that has been, it's very inspiring to me, but it's also, I've been ingrained in how I've designed these handbooks, right? So that, in a sense, is something that through this program, which begins next month, I hope to share that with you guys as we go through the handbooks, because that's also shaped the way I came up with the principles of handbook 1 and 2, which we'll go through in this program. And additionally, with this traveling and meeting these entrepreneurs, but also and also being exposed to different way of thinking and how people have been able to structure and be successful in their businesses. I've been able to learn about different theories that people have used or applied in the thought process in order to start business. And this is something that we're gonna share. I'm gonna share with you guys at the end of the program, the last month of the program, and how you should be thinking about how to structure your idea, but also how to apply that to your personal life and your personal behavior and lifestyle, such that if entrepreneurship is a thing for you, you'll be able to start designing a framework such that in the long term, you are able to be a very efficient entrepreneur, and also an entrepreneur that actually understands how to apply these principles in the handbook to be able to be successful. And something that I think is also one of the most significant processes of becoming an entrepreneur is actually doing it. So I've been able to start several companies, projects for the most part, and through that I've been able to learn a lot about what it takes to be an entrepreneur, and hopefully that's something that will translate in this program, and I will be able to share most of the experience, hopefully in all of it, so you're able to see firsthand of what I've been doing, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and also learn from how I've been able to apply certain principles, which are within this handbook for you to be able to be a better entrepreneur, but also be more well informed on what it takes to actually successfully run a startup, but also understand what entrepreneurship is and how you can be able to navigate that much more in a very smart way, and also in a very productive way for your life, and also how you actually build that business that you're very interested in. So just a rundown of it. So it's $257 per month for the 3 months program. So if you decide to do a monthly payment, it's $257 per month for the 3 months, for February, March, and April. But you can do a one-time payment of $100 for the entire program. And I hope this fee doesn't like deter you not to apply for the program. There are many ways we can talk and work together such that you're able to get into the program. The essence, I think one of the mission and vision of what I'm trying to do is actually to just share the knowledge. So the fee should not be the limiting factor for you not to apply or to reach out to me. I'm more than willing to sit down with you one-on-one and figure out a way that you can get engaged or get involved in the program, and hopefully build a long-term relationship, and create some value for you as we get into this new year. So I'm willing to talk about that based on a one-on-one conversation. So most importantly, what I hope for is that whatever I share here is something that it's going to add value to you, but also help you understand what entrepreneurship is, give you the right mindset of what it means, what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur, and just have a snippet of how you should be planning your life, because entrepreneurship is a lifestyle. Prior to getting to this crazy journey of what entrepreneurship is, and I'm more excited about that than anything else. So some of the things that we'll actually go through in this program, which I'll go into details about the schedule and all that, is just having this perception of what a successful entrepreneur is, right? I know there are many books out there that, we have these unicorns that we look up to, like a Mark Zuckerberg or an Elon Musk. But one of the interesting things that I'll be able to share through this program is, how do we redefine the perception of a successful entrepreneur? And there's this very interesting video I watched the other day, which I compile pieces and just experiences and exposures I've had, I'll share this with this program. But one interesting one that we'll go through is one of Reid Hoffman's classes at Stanford, which he did. It's pretty much about 5 years ago, but he talks about how we debunk this definition of a successful entrepreneur, and sometimes we categorize them as people that know everything. They're superheroes, but at the same time, we praise them and we give them this very godly definition of kind of superhuman. But this video is very interesting because he kind of gives us 7 values that we need to have, and certain attributes that you need to be able to emulate. At the same time, he humanizes people at some level that it makes you feel confident that you can actually be an entrepreneur as well. And there are certain skill sets that you need and can put you in a position of success, which is he clearly states in the video. At the same time, you don't need to be an extraordinary person to be a successful entrepreneur. And one thing that he actually um, seems to run across the video, which I will share in more once we get into the program, is you have to be very versatile. You have to be able to um, have to have this North Star vision of what you're trying to build, but how you get there has to be you have to be very flexible with that. And a lot of other very repeatable founders and entrepreneurs, as well as thought leaders, give that as a point of a point of caution, but also advice to young entrepreneurs. But I know Reid Hoffman, who is a founder of LinkedIn, one of the notable thought leaders in Silicon Valley, which I admire as well. Just be as a humble person, but also someone who's willing to share a lot about his experience. Strikes a chord with me, and that's something that we're going to be talking a lot about in this program as well. So there'll be 2 handbooks that I'll be going through. I'll just I'll just give some context about that. So the this handbook will go through, and I think one of the things that will be very good in this handbook is just a start, point of reference. So this is handbook 1, and basically in this handbook we'll talk about 10 principles to know before you start a company. This is the first one I created, and something that's really good about this handbook is it gives you an idea of what it takes to start a company, what you should be thinking about. Or if you have this thought of starting a company, what are the things that you have to factor in that idea or that project, right? And the thing that about this is it gives you an understanding of like what are the things you should be thinking about that idea before you even reach out to potential co-founders or people that you think will be interested in the idea. And I think this one just gives you a rundown of what you have to do to validate your idea, right? Such that you don't seem like you're not confident in what you're saying, or you don't have a vision of what you're saying. And in the first month, we'll go through this handbook, and it will be pretty straightforward. And I'll just go right down to the worksheet. We'll work on this worksheet together, which is a reflection of what the first 20 principles are all about as a group. And I think it'll be very fun and exciting because some of these problems seem very straightforward, but once you start working on them, you actually you see how it can be a little bit challenging, but you can also help clarify yourself, especially when you work together with groups. So something that I would love to help coordinate that, and also give you some context of how to navigate that in groups throughout this program. So this will be like the first month we'll go through each of these principles together, and I think it will be very exciting. Very exciting as we discuss them in groups and try to navigate them together. So if you are interested, these are actually free handbooks, and you can actually find them on my personal website if you are interested to check them out. I think let me get back to the presentations so that I can get back to so 1 second. So so the other thing in this pre-entrepreneurship program, so we'll go through handbook 2 as well. So handbook 2, it's going to be the second month, so that will be March. And this one is about actually how you develop as an entrepreneur. So we'll give you, it's going to be like a self-diagnosis of what it means to be a successful entrepreneur. And we have just 20 principles how to be a success. 10 more principles of how to be, how to self-diagnose yourself of what are the skill sets and what is the the right mindset that you need. And we'll combine that to the first 10 principles and figure out, how ideas and how your personality match, and how you should be thinking about ideas, but also how you should be thinking about yourself. So that's Handbook 1, Handbook 2 together. We'll bring some of that, work on the worksheets as well. This one also has a worksheet, so something that we can actually, do some exercises every week, and each week we'll work on 2 principles, and at the end of that week, we work. At the end of the session, we work together in groups, figure out the worksheets, translating ideas. Then we'll provide feedback. Each person provide feedback on what they're interested in, what their answers are, and we will work from there. Then the third month, we go through some entrepreneurial theories. And by the way, this presentation is, I shared a link on, I'll put this presentation on my website after this, so that you can actually go on this, on my website, and actually get this presentation for free. And I'll also post it on the YouTube channel, which probably that's where you're watching this video. So the course schedule, which I'm just gonna run through with you guys. So as I mentioned earlier, is one-time payment. It just gives the payments. That's first Saturday, February 6, 2021. And so week 1, we go through principle 1 to 3 of the first handbook, which is a workbook. Second week 4 to 6, 7 to 9. Last week we go to principle 10 and a summary, which will kind of summarize what the whole handbook was about. Second week is the Pre-Entrepreneurship Handbook 2, and we have the principles outline. Then we have the last month, April, we'll go through some theories. I'm gonna end, which is like the wrap up. Week 4 is gonna do a pitch deck presentation and overall analysis of your final learnings. This will also actually include a pitch deck presentation of yourself. So we have a pitch deck presentation of an idea that you think you've been passionate about, you want to share with the team or the group. And also we're gonna actually have a presentation about yourself. You're gonna do a pitch deck presentation about yourself as well. So you have a pitch yourself a presentation. And I'll give you guys, there'll be an example that I will share with the group for you guys to know how to do it. So this is the one I have, and I'll share this with the participants of how to pitch yourself beyond your accolades, right? And this is something that to have this, actually to know that this is what I am, and having a pitch about yourself, not just about your company, but yourself. So that every day you look at it and say, okay, this is the things that a problem I'm interested in. This is the problem that I can be able to address within the next 5 years. And this is something we'll go through by the end of the third month. So as I said, there'll be a personality pitch deck as well as an idea pitch deck at the end of the third month. So, I mean, that's a summary of it. There'll be more informational sessions on this. So please, you can reach out to me if you have any more questions. I have my personal website, jacobfortune.net. You can go in there, check out the workbooks, reach out for any questions, and I'm happy to have scheduled one-on-ones if you have any more questions about this. And thank you for taking the time of joining this informational session. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys, or talking to you guys one-on-one if you have any questions about this. And I'll definitely have follow-up informational sessions with regards to this. So thank you for stopping by, and hopefully I see you guys next month in the program. And before that, we'll have more informational sessions, and you can definitely reach out if you have any questions. So thank you so much, and have a great weekend.